Each year at conference we receive a Vision Fund offering on Thursday night. That Vision Fund provides for the support of church plants during the successive year. And each year our church plants are helped to a great extent by the funding that is given so freely and generously by our churches to the Vision Fund. In a few moments you're going to see one of the churches that have benefited so much from your generous giving to the Vision Fund.
Centro Centre, the church, operating every Sunday morning, 9 o'clock at the Beenleigh PCYC. The beauty about that is 6-7 months ago we were released from Pastor Brad's church at Southland Christian Centre to come up here into Beenleigh and plant a church. To see the church grow from 18, I think, people we started with and a bunch of kids, to now, having a great functioning church on a Sunday morning, with up to 100 adults and 35 kids in such a short period of time, which is awesome, To see a church that's functioning well and people just excited about God, being used by God and wanting God to move in their city, that's been some of the major highlights for us. NightLight, one of the areas that we have in the life of our church, is an organisation that's been involved in the lower end of Beenleigh, operating for about 7 years. John and Michaela Porter have looked after that. When we came here to establish our church, one of our hearts was to reach out to those that are in need in our city. This department, this street van called NightLight, was something that we wanted to help and assist. So when I went and talked with John and Michaela about, hey, can we as a church help support you? The remarkable thing is that 2 weeks later, John came to us and said, look, we feel to come and join the church and be involved in the vision of what you want to do.
The ministry we do in the van is simply we want people who are struggling with social issues and maybe some family issues. We like to just help them by just giving them an ear to be able to talk to, a heart that listens and a shoulder to cry on.
We pack the van out with Milo, tea, coffee and fresh bakery goods, and that way we just have people come to the van and just start to establish getting to know your neighbour.
We're so blessed to be invited into their environment. It's a real blessing to us and to them as well.
One of the great things about NightLight is the ability for anybody to be able to help. If you can make a cup of tea or make a cup of coffee, you're able to come on a NightLight run and be a part of the team that just go out and show the love of Christ. And anyone can be involved in that, and that's the coolest thing about NightLight.
An amazing person who we met about 2 months ago, she came into the care centre, into CentroCare, and she had no food. She's got 3 children and she was really doing it tough. And she came in and we blessed her with a food parcel. The next day she came in just saying, wow, thank you so much for that food parcel. And we told her about Centro and about how we've got an awesome church. And she came to church that Sunday. She's been coming to church almost every Sunday since that. She comes in as a volunteer on the street van and comes into the shop and just helps out. And we've found her to be just part of the team. So that's just awesome that God's touched her life in that way.
Centro's been a very strong contributor to the Beenleigh community. They've got a shop that helps people. They also do NightLight. McDonald's came across Centro through Mark's request for using one of our meeting room spaces. As a result of that, we've developed quite a strong partnership. Centro helped us out with McHappy Day, so they did a few hours of face painting, which was great. We also do fundraising nights where we donate a portion of our sales to the group, and in this case Centro. So yeah, we're pretty happy to support them in that way as well.
I love serving the community of Beenleigh, wherever God wants us to be, where we can give a helping hand and show His love in practical ways. That's what I love doing in Beenleigh.
When you're right in the middle of God's will, it's the best place. To be able to serve the community on the basis that we do, that there's not only a hand of love and of help, but also a hand to bring him to Christ, is a wonderful privilege. So for us, it's just great to be able to do that.